breathtaking pace.
How's it going, everybody? I'm back out again. This time I'm on Pine Lake. Never fished it. It's about 30 minutes away. Another lake in Lake Country. I was supposed to fish it for a club tournament last spring, but with this parking lot, there's only about 18 spots, and a bass club from Illinois, most of them got there before us. There weren't going to be enough spaces for both our club and their club, so we pulled out. And we went and fished Okachi, which I think 6 pounds won it, which is terrible. But Okachi does have potential. I do like that lake. Anyways, on Pine, and we're gonna go for some smallmouth. I've heard the summer pattern is tough, especially to find the big ones. We want the big girls. Might get a lot of numbers today. You know, we drop shot and tubing. I actually got a bigger type swim bait. It's a saltwater swim bait, but you know, there's this thing about throwing big swim baits for big bass. So I'm gonna get the electronics fired up, trolling motor down, get out to this island. You know we love islands, especially in the summer. There's a few other humps, and as a backup plan, we always have the option to go flip up shallow on docks and stuff. Anyways, I'm gonna get after it, hopefully catch some fish. All right, well, first things first, my last outing was on Nagawicca Lake, and if you saw that, I lost a lot of my drop shot inventory. Didn't retie, didn't have time, probably should have. So we're gonna slap a new leader on here and tap into our drop shot inventory. So there are pike here. Yes, we're gonna be a little more positive about pike from here on out because you know you're catching fish. You've always got potential for it to be a big pike, but the frustrating thing is that you get bit off constantly. You don't even get to feel how heavy the fish is. So we're gonna get tied on, probably go with a flatworm. I actually got some new baits I'm excited to try out. Going to Sturgeon Bay in a few weeks with my best friend. So excited about that. But get this leader tied on, get a drop shot bait going. Gonna work this island, go over a few things, maybe throw the swim bait around a little bit. So yeah, I know it's gonna be one of these days where it's just real small. Oh, bluegill. The bluegill bite is hot. All right, love these suspended bluegill in 20 feet. Whole bunch of fish right there. You can just see all the fish. They're probably gonna be all over my drop shot. Oh, that's a decent smallie. Yeah, that's a good smallie right there. Last time I broke off, remember? We can't have that. We can't have that. We're just getting the net to play it safe here. That's a solid 2-pounder. Thought I'd be catching fish smaller than that. Check that out. Whew. Right in the upper lip. That'd be 2.5. Chunker. Fat stomach. That's what we like right there. Good fish. Saw him on the live scope, dropped it right down. Probably just gonna work this whole island right here. All the way around. It's a super steep drop off it, as it should be, because this island's out in the middle of nowhere. All that, let's just drop down and see what all these fish are right here. They're probably bluegill or crappie or something, but we're gonna check it out. I mean, 24 feet, that's pretty deep, but spin back around it. But yeah, there's bass suspended everywhere out there. You see those marks right there? Those are all bass. You know these fish are hungry because that one that I caught was right on the drop. I mean, right as my bait was hitting the bottom. Didn't know I had that one on either. That's a lot smaller. Some nice little smallie. Drop shot is all jacked up. A whole bunch of fish right up on this dock. Let's throw a swim bait up here and see what happens. Just out of curiosity. Oh, maybe that's weeds. I thought it was a fish though. I'm getting hit, which is a good sign. Just need to be a big one. Need that big hit. Oh, it's very weedy down there. Okay. This screams pike. Tiny one. Makes me think they are up shallow, and I should save the deeper bite for later. I'm sorry, fishy. Fish suspended underneath this little swim dock. Uh-oh. Oh, yeah. Actually saw him on a live scope. Just a small one, but yeah, it was suspended. I thought it was a fish. I wasn't sure if it was the cables or not. There should be more, that's the thing. But now I'm up on it. Alright, so I've caught about 5 fish so far, and not much size other than the first one, but I made a move, got some humps. I'm actually right up on this hump right here, so I'm just fishing this point that comes out, and then you can't see on the graph now, but there are a couple humps. Smallmouth love humps, especially in the summer. It's a summer spot, so it looks like it's very weedy, as you can see, which I don't really like, but smallmouth and weed lines and weeds do mix. We would like to fish rock and sand, but there are some fish. You can see some fish down there. Like there's one suspended right there. You got bait fish swimming around. So we're gonna toss the drop shot in and see what we can do. So I'm just fishing the edge of this weed bed right here. There is a fish down there. Looks like he's coming down. He's hungry. No? Man, these fish don't want to eat. There we go. Is that a largemouth? That'd be. Alright, some largemouth action. It's a fighter too. It's a decent fish. Shouldn't have boat flipped it, but hey. Alright, it's always good to see the largemouth. Alright, nice little largemouth right off the weed line. Check that out. Solid. We want bigger though. We actually want smallmouth, but hey, you know, it's all good. I'm running through these flatworms. This is probably gonna be my last pack of green pumpkin. I'm saving the rest for Sturgeon Bay in 2 weeks, the Chasm Chase. All right, so I've been bumping around, hitting some points and weed lines, and I think the island's gonna be my best bet. That's where I caught my best fish. So I've got about 2 hours left. It's 9:30. I'm gonna fish till 11:30. Get off the water before it gets too hot. But run back over here, try to find these fish, and hopefully get them on a drop shot or a swim bait. Classic. Oh, that's a good fish. Didn't even know I had it on. As usual. A little better. Smallie at least. Yeah, that's a good. Ooh, that's a really good smallie. It's about the size. That might be a little bigger than the one I caught this morning. That's a solid fish right there. Check that out. Pretty skinny, but good looking fish. We'll take that. We've been grinding for another fish this size. Caught on a drop shot. Real aggressive fish. Just hitting on the drop. Alright, so I'm just working this island still. And I've been seeing fish on the graph, but you know, I just can't tell how big they are. Had a lot of issues with just schools of bluegill in 25 feet of water, which was news to me because I thought bluegill stayed relatively shallow. So happy I got on that fish, and that means they're actually feeding. I was actually about to leave in 20 minutes. I might extend my stay. We'll have to see. But yeah, solid fish. Caught on a drop shot. All right, so just finished up. Decent day. I don't know, I didn't have super high expectations. I knew it was gonna be a smallmouth day. That's part of the reason why I came here. So got on them, a couple solid ones. If I was fishing a tournament, things would not have gone well. I would have had probably 3 or 4 more hours to fish, you know, with an 8-hour format. But those fish were tough, and if those are the big ones in here, there's got to be some upper 3s, low 4s, I would think, you know, middle of summer. But solid. I mean, I don't know if I'll come back here other than pre-spawn. I don't even know if I come back here in the fall, but it's always nice when, you know, it's tough with smallmouth and you're able to just go catch some largemouth, which is what I did too. So probably could have caught a lot more, but it is what it is. So anyways, hope you enjoyed, and I will see you out on the boat again soon.